You know, Jada, it's so interesting, the responses to your interviews, to this book. On one side, which is the side that I reside on, I can really feel that this is in service to your soul and in service to the souls of others.
That's right.
And that you want to use your story to, in your own words, show other people how they can recognize their own worth.
Yeah.
Then we have another side that's like, Jada, why are you emasculating your husband?
Again.
Why is it all this oversharing, et cetera, et cetera? And the question that comes to mind for me is something only sacred if it's private? Can something remain sacred when it is shared publicly? And also, what is the definition of oversharing for you?
So, when we're talking about our community, it's a really deep subject, right? And especially when we're talking about our Black women. I'm talking about my sisters and I'm talking about myself. It's a very complicated thing because we have been taught to take care of everyone else first, right? And a lot of times it's one or the other, right? It's like oftentimes we don't have permission to share our stories because our stories are connected to other people, right? And so we are taught that we're to protect everyone else by all means necessary, right? And so it gets complicated because there's so many complicated dynamics within the Black community as far as Black people and how we relate to each other and what we have to deal with in the world, right? And so sometimes it's like, just be quiet so that, you know, you're not supposed to be telling your business, you know, putting your dirty laundry out there. And it's like, but what we have to understand as a community is that when we don't share and we don't share what we are learning on our journey, then we stay stuck, right? And so we have to be able to just step outside of these boxes, step outside of these ideas of what we believe keep us safe, because these are the ideas that keep us stuck, right? And check it. I know it's really hard. I was pissed too when I realized that my relationship would never be perfect.
Yeah.
I was mad as hell. I was mad. So much so I was like, bunk it. I'm out of here. Right? So I get it. So I want to acknowledge that first. It's hard when you really want to hold on to an idea. It's hard when you want to hold on to a fantasy. But at some point, we got to get to real life, right? And what I am finding in this journey with Will is a deeper, more authentic kind of love and relating than that picture perfect, idealistic, unrealistic way of relating, right? And I feel like when we try to hold on to these ideas, then we never get an opportunity to see each other. None of us are perfect, just like Sway said. I'm not perfect. Will's not perfect. Our relationship's not perfect. But there is some beauty and perfection in that imperfection. And that's all I'm trying to share.